To get to Katira, who's at a different part of this intersection with a different angle on what's happening, a different view. Katira, what are you seeing right now?
Hey Dave, we know police have finally blocked off this section of road, and so that's why you see these people standing there with their hands in the air. Just a few moments before we got back on camera, we saw this guy yelling and angry about the recent Betty Shelby verdict, and as you can see, he's actually back in the street now. He's the man, the lady's pulling his shirt right now, so he's definitely very angry, asking why the police didn't use something like a taser or mace or pepper balls. Why did it have to be a lethal force situation? So we've seen several instances like this where we've had people standing in the middle of the street yelling at officers, and in some cases even threatening officers. So the street is open and the crowd is starting to move into the middle of the road. As you may have remembered in our earlier segments where we spoke to you, there were deputies lining the streets closest to some of the protesters across the street, but they have since backed up a little bit farther into the parking lot, but they are still definitely on guard, watching everything closely. We still have those officers and other law enforcement out here in their riot gear and their shields. So still everything is continuously evolving around here, with people still being angry, temperatures flaring, and I'm going to see if Woodsy can turn over here to our left a little bit. We see Tulsa police just brought in a mobile command center. You actually see additional police cars coming into the area, and I don't know if you can hear, all of a sudden the voices have gotten louder with people yelling. Not quite sure if that's in response to the huge additional police presence that's shown up or what, but you can look again back into the middle of the road. This man right here in this white shirt is very angry, to the point where someone is having to hold him back because they're saying, even though these emotions are high, they're still fearful that police could take it as a threat and potentially even cause harm to the people in the street. But as I mentioned before, police have been very calm. They're standing there on guard, but there hasn't been any back and forth. Police haven't really said anything. They're just kind of standing there watching as all of this unfolds. Again, I just want to replay the scene for you. You have people still standing on every single corner of this scene. You have the crime scene tape that's still up, and you have a large police presence that is continuously growing out here. So definitely it's totally a continuously evolving situation out here. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else. It's been kind of coming and going in spurts, where you get those huge expressions of emotion and those huge moments of anger where people are really being vocal about everything. But we're going to look back into the middle of the street, and you can see more people have shown up with their hands up. You know, you may be familiar with the saying, hands up, don't shoot. This is what they're referencing, and continuously throughout the day they've been referencing the Terrence Crutcher verdict with Officer Betty Shelby. So tensions are still very high, with that just being only a few weeks ago where the jury came down with that decision. So we're not sure how all of this is going to continue, but we can expect to be here quite a bit longer with that mobile command center arriving, and you see these police cars driving through the scene. So more officers are coming, and we are not seeing anybody leaving. So definitely going to be out here for quite a while, and we will stand out here and continue to just keep giving you updates of how all of this continues to unfold. Back to you, Dave.
Yeah, Katira.